What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. For today's video I flew with GoPro to Virgin, Utah where Red Bull Rampage is happening. This is the top of the 2025 women's site. It looks absolutely unreal. The last time I came here was 10 years ago for my first Rampage ever where I placed 10th. So I've got some really good memories. I'm definitely a bit jealous that I don't get to ride my bike on this mountain, but it's okay. We're gonna look at the women's line and check out some of the gnarliest features, some of the biggest drop, interview some of the riders or some of their builders. It's gonna be epic. Let's jump into the video. Okay, I am in the finish area of Red Bull Rampage 2025 Women Edition. The women are gonna start all the way at the top over there. Oh, and we got Georgia, all the way from Whistler, Canada. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Well, I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
Okay, you have 5 minutes before my massage.
Oh no, go get your massage and I'll see you directly on the mountain.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So this was the 2014-2015 site. I competed there in 2015, but I haven't gone back since. So I look forward to see what was built over there. Let's make our way up. So as I'm hiking up, I'm checking out some of the old features. And right behind me is the landing of the famous Canyon Gap that was there in 2014, 2015. Taking the speed from all the way down there, going as fast as possible. And Red Bull Rampage had put a massive wooden kicker to allow us to make the gap above the canyon. I believe that was 26 or 28 meters long. Me, I had done a suicide no-hander on my run and then carry some speed out, triple onto the road and then make my way to the last few jumps. That was some good memories, but yeah, for now let's go all the way to the top. Okay, so first feature we're checking out today is that massive drop of Vinnie Armstrong. Are you teaming up with anyone?
Yeah, I'm teaming up with Kirsten and Janelle. We're all going to come off here and off into the final trick jump.
Okay, and where does your line start? Where does it go?
We start just at the top there, to the right of the Red Bull logo, and like drop off the top, straight down that like massive landing. There's like another step down, then we hip onto the ridge and then ride down the ridge for a little bit, dip behind the ridge, and then I've got like a really big hip that jumps over the ridge, super blind, and then come down into the big drop.
Okay, does it have a name yet?
I think we're calling it the half. I'll have to double check with the others, but yeah, I think that's the go for now.
And do you know how big that's gonna be?
Ooh, I think it's 38 maybe. I could be wrong on that, but somewhere around there.
So yeah. That's very large.
Yeah.
And then I guess you finish, step down,
yeah. Big
trick jump?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck.
Yeah, sick. Thank you.
Whoa.
Come on! Yeah, that's what we're after. Yo, name's Vaughn. I'm building for Kirsten this year at Rampage. We're just standing on top of a landing for her right hip here. The main mission for her, she wanted to have a nice right hip, which is a bit of a struggle because we wanted to come off this rider's right ridge and everything goes left. So building the hip was a big job, but she just hit it for the first time, went absolutely massive, and she's stoked.
Yeah, we're gonna watch her again. All the way there, turn off speed, and she just boosted that all the way on the backside. Pretty much on the berm, but she made it look like there was no impact.
Yeah, it looked like she was wanting to do that, so stoked.
That was perfect.
That was perfect. Oh, that looks so fun. Yeah, buddy! If I was you, I'd try and check up a lot more off the slack after you land the step down. Check up a lot more going into that first roller. It still looks like you're carrying a lot of speed, and then after that, you'll be able to generate speed if you need it. But I think checking up more going into that first roller
Yeah, I did like double the amount as last time.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
I think so.
What are we thinking for speed? Starting in kind of that bush?
Yeah, you're on.
Wow.
Wow. Perfect. Let's go. Yeah, but like that was probably in the sweet spot. You'd probably go that. If you went off at that speed, you could probably just not pop as much and be sweet. There was definitely a bit of a safety pop, but whatever you did was perfect. Yeah. That's sober. Come on!
Okay, so this is probably one of the most interesting feature. I mean, everything is mind-blowing, but this one behind me was the drop of Nico Ving back in 2015. He never landed it. At the time, there was basically no landing. So this guy, Sky, is digging for Anna Berman. And you've been digging with two other teams, right?
Yep, we've been digging with Casey's team and Robin's team since day one.
Okay.
Basically, the very first minute we got here, we knew we wanted to make this feature work, just with its cool history, as you mentioned. And, you know, we're really good friends with Nico. We wanted to make his kind of like dream and his vision come to life. And so we didn't think it would be a 7-day build, but here we are on day 7 at 4:30 p.m. And we just finished the run out and it's in a rideable state. So we're really stoked. All of our hands hurt. We had basically everyone from the two teams working on this at different times. At some point, 5 to 6 of us. The biggest kind of like technique we used to build that landing up really tall was we set up the bag wall on the left, and then we built a couple benches that are now buried. And then a few of us were sloughing dirt from the benches up above, so it just like made this dirt waterfall and would fill benches, and we just keep making benches, and built up it's about a 78-degree slope landing, so it's really steep for about 30 feet long of 78 degrees, which that's really the most insane part, is that Nico thought he could land it because it was flat and really short, and we made this massive landing, and probably I think it's gonna go smooth now. But yeah, the other kind of like big project was that white band of rock where they'll take off from is like really hard rock, and so we are all hanging off the ropes, chipping away at it to make the trajectory more down and less out. We can see from the old videos of Nico, he just went too far out and really missed even what landing we built. So we changed the trajectory to just put you straight in. It should be really smooth.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I don't know if Nico really thought he was gonna land it, or if he did it because his builder spent so much time on it. But after this, I mean, this is insane. Huh? It looks really good though. Mm-hmm. After that, we've got, what do we have?
Yeah, so Nico had roughed in a canyon gap here. He obviously didn't get to it, but it's just a really cool ravine, and it already had a pretty good run out. And so the 3 teams just went to work on this as well. And Casey, Hannah really built up this massive rock stack to shorten it a little bit, because we're a little worried about the composure coming out of this, and wanted to make sure that even if it was sketchy there, they could compose themselves and then still make it over this. So it's about 45 feet. It has a rock stack landing, so it's definitely got to make it, not a lot of room for air. But it's a really cool feature. It's just an iconic, Utah style lip that really stands out from the landscape. It's cool.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. And so far, this is definitely my favorite feature.
Cool. Heck yeah.
So right now, I'm on the far right of the mountain, hanging on the cliff, and Via Break's got an inside line. It's super steep, she's got to control her speed, plenty of exposure on the left hand side, and then she's got a super nice downhill takeoff drop. Big landing that's gonna be insanely quick, she's got to control her speed, and there is that massive canyon gap to go back to the ridge. So this section is the old drop of Brandon Semenok, I believe. Graham Agassi and Andrew Lakondogi were going there. And now we've got Vinny, Janelle and Kirsten that are gonna roll and drop into that steep landing onto their next step down. So basically top of the mountain, one of the gnarliest feature starts right behind me. We've got Robin. She's actually rappelling down and she's sharing that line with Casey Brown and Hannah. And right here, we've got Caroline Buchanan.
We're reunited.
So what are you doing here?
This looks a little different to Squamish, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to be joining the broadcast team, so it's very nice to be on the other side of this event. We're up here doing a bit of track walk and just getting acclimatized. Video does not do this place justice, like the scale and magnitude, and as you can see, Casey's just ticked off this canyon feature. The camaraderie is so strong between the women, and I think it's really been this message of like, for the women's side, was that pressure to get in, then they proved themselves last year, and now it's a performance here. The girls are on another level, like 50% progression from last year, huge features like we got below. Chelsea sends it as lining up the battleship, and she ticked off T-Max drop, so it's just impressive. The energy's building and so cool to be a part of it.
Okay, I made it on top of the 2025 Women Rampage site. We just check out Riders Ride. There is some insane lines. Now this is the platform where the riders are gonna start. The crew is still working on everything to make everything look really good for the live show. Right on below me is the site from a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna show you riders left and I guess more of the middle of the mountain, which is where I went in 2015. A few riders such as Georgia, Chelsea and a couple others are doing those lines. So let's have a look. So now we've got the line of Camille Noguera. She rides for propane. She's gonna come down here, do that little drop, control her speed, there's a ton of exposure, go as slow as possible and then do that shoot drop towards the right, get the catch berm and go toward the bottom where she's got a bunch of jump and even a canyon gap. And this is proper riding. That's absolutely insane. I don't know if you can tell, but right now I'm very uncomfortable on my feet. And what you see on TV, what you see on videos really does not make justice to how much exposure and how consequential all of this is. Okay, let's take a look at another line. Next up we got Az doing that little drop, making pretty much a switch back and that super nice drop into a snappy landing and kind of like a shark fin corner almost to a free ride shoot, and then she's gonna go back just below the ridge where most of the girls are riding. Just from Whistler coming down here, drop, controller speed, and she's got a super steep shoot, catch berm, couple of sash corner, a bunch of jumps, and she's also gonna make her way down El Presidente with Chelsea Kimball.
Dude.
Lightweight, baby, lightweight.
That's so good.
So Ryan, what are we doing here?
We are extending the entrance to the battleship. Over time it had fallen away. It already had some really weird wiggles leading up to it, setting you up to the right. And if you look to the right of the battleship, it is a no-go zone, right? Zero, no-go. So 8 in the morning, we're out here, we re-benched 5 feet down. It's now 6 p.m. We've been stacking rocks, mining rocks. We've been carrying huge rocks from the end of the nub, digging them out of the earth, anywhere we can get them, doing whatever we can. So when Chelsea hits that, it's the best possible outcome.
Because that battleship was built by Brendan Fairclough, Simon Godziak, right?
That's right.
A few years ago.
That's right.
And yeah, it is, I feel like the talk of this women's rampage. But not only, I've heard that Chelsea down there, she's got an insane drop.
The biggest one on the site.
I think it was the one from Tyler McCall 2015, right?
El Presidente.
Yeah.
Quick story, Chelsea has been talking about jumping up here for probably 7 or 8 years, way before it was a rideable feature. So when we found out that this was happening here, she was like, we're going up.
We're going up.
Can't stop her.
Okay, well, I look forward to checking out the rest of Chelsea's line. I heard it very well might be the gnarliest line around here, and I'm sure it is definitely up there. I mean, everything looks gnarly. The women and the team have done an incredible job, not jump, even though there's also plenty of jumps. That feature right there is gnarly. There is there is no chance you could fall either on the left or on the right and be fine. So hopefully it works out well. So I'm on top of the battlefield. Let's have a closer look. This gap is probably 15-20 feet long, but the landing, look at it. It is so narrow, and look at the exposure. This is probably 60 feet. Probably the same on this side. Then you go back up, and let's see what Chelsea has been cooking up for after that. The view is insane though. Not sure you appreciate it when you ride, but steep drop and a freeride section all the way down. This looks actually pretty cool, pretty nice, but the exposure right there is insane. Like if it's slightly windy during the event, let's hope there is no wind at all. Okay, Chelsea, word on the street is that you got the gnarliest line at this year Rampage. Is this true?
It's definitely the gnarliest line I've ever been about to ride. That's about all I can say though. I haven't seen everybody else's line.
So Ryan showed us the battlefield up there, and down below El Presidente, I know you've already jumped it, and I've seen the iPhone clip. You made it look like it's a small drop in a little bike park, but
Easy.
I'm gonna check it out, and I bet it's huge. And right now, can you tell us what you're working on?
So I'm just working on this setup step down. I'm actually making it into a roller so that it's a little easier to judge speed going into this step down. I'm calling old Greg because I gotta learn to love it. Yeah, just less work for my brain.
Yeah.
So I'll roll.
Yeah, I feel like you can only be focused on so many huge features.
Yeah.
If you can have something a little bit easier in the middle, and who knows, maybe you do the roller, find out that actually, you know, it's super dull and straightforward, and then you add a little gap into it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck on Thursday or Friday.
Thank you.
So Thomas, you've competed at the event many times. What do you think?
About what's going on this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think both zones are looking big and really good. The women's side in particular is looking a lot bigger than last year, and yeah, they've undertaken some really impressive builds. So I'm just blown away. Really, the level is super high.
Yeah, I think everybody is. It's been insane. I have yet to check the drop of Chelsea down there, but I know it's the biggest on the course.
Yeah, it looks sick. And yeah, everyone's riding with a ton of confidence. So yeah, I'm just blown away.
Okay, so right there we've got the diggers of Georgia Astle. Georgia is coming all the way just before the battleship. She's gonna drop down, do a bunch of gaps, that drop, that heap, and then what is she doing?
This is El Presidente, which is one of the biggest drops on course. Hasn't hit it quite yet.
Holy
but it's
crap.
on the checklist for tomorrow.
This is insane.
It's huge.
Georgia's confidence though, she'll get over it picture perfect and she'll send it down the rest of the way.
Yeah, so I saw a video of Chelsea, and she made it look like it's a small jump in the bike park. Like she made it like perfect. So I'm confident that Georgia is gonna do gonna do the same. How big is it?
It is 54 tip to tip and 57 to sweet spot was the last measurement. So.
Yeah, when Chelsea hit it yesterday, the hang time on it was so gnarly.
I can imagine.
But she stomped it so good, so it's good confidence for us going into Georgia doing it tomorrow, and like we said, she's confident, so she should ace it.
Yeah, Georgia is super dull, so I'm sure it's gonna go great.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Women's Rampage 2025 is absolutely insane. The level of riding is crazy. The risk these girls are taking is insane. And as you saw, Casey Brown had an insanely gnarly fall. She shared an update. She seems to be okay. She broke her plateau tibia in her leg, and Vaya broke her collarbone, a couple of ribs, and Camille dislocated her elbow in a crash as well, but she's hopeful to be competing. So I wish those girls the best for a fast recovery. Now for the rest of the rider, I hope the weather is gonna be good. I look forward to see everyone's run. Hopefully everyone make it down to the bottom in one piece. But you know, this sport is really pushing the limit. It's pretty scary to see what's out there. Now in terms of content, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, because right now I'm gonna head over to the men's site and do basically the same video. So drop me a comment with which line you think is gonna win Red Bull Rampage 2025. And if you enjoyed the video, simply subscribe, give me a like, check out the links down below. You can save 10% using the code REMI10 on the GoPro Hero 13 or Max 2. And I also have some discount code on Propane, so check out the links down below. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.